Hey guys, J19 brought you another video, and yes, I am back making content yet again. I know it's been a while. I know it's been almost 2 weeks or better since my last video, and I hope you guys are still sticking around. I know I lost a couple of subscribers, so that's meant to happen. Not meant, but it's gonna happen. But anyways, in today's video, we got something big and juicy coming for Sony, PlayStation Studios, because Jeff Grubb just the other day was talking on his podcast with some people, and he mentioned that he's seeing that there's going to be a state of play or a PlayStation event coming. He stated that we're going to see like Ghost of Tsushima 2, and they're going to see probably like Silent Hill 2 remake, more on like the Metal Gear Solid remake, and lots of other stuff. And there's more reports coming out that I'm seeing, been reading stuff like that, that we're gonna get a juicy PlayStation showcase, and it's happening in May. It's happening next month, which makes a lot of sense because Sony, in the last couple years at least, they've been getting involved in Summer Games Fest. Summer Games Fest is now the E3 of summer, right? It's the biggest event in summer other than Gamescom. So we got Summer Games Fest coming up in June. PlayStation likes to put their name on the board, right? Put their name on the map, right? With their games. Last year, a lot of people wasn't happy about the PlayStation Showcase. It didn't show off a lot of first party at all. I had a couple of them. And I was like, really? That's all? Like, gonna show like Final Fantasy 16 launch trailer here? It's like, we don't really need to see more in the game, but I get it. That's like a PlayStation 5 seller. I get it, right? And, but let's get back on topic here. Not Final Fantasy. PlayStation Studios haven't released a game since Spider-Man 2. Yes, they released The Last of Us Part 2, right? Remaster. A lot of you guys are not happy about that. A lot of you guys say, hey, look, Naughty Dog, stop with these remakes. Stop with the remasters. Give us a game. Give us something different. Yes, we had Helldivers 2, right? That came out. Yes, that's a Sony-owned IP, which is made by, Arrowhead Studios, right? So we know that's out, right? Everybody's enjoying that. That thing's selling like close to 8 million copies. It's doing extremely well. But we haven't had a whole lot of information on what's next for PlayStation, right? So this is what we're seeing now. It looks like it's becoming more and more likely. We're gonna get a PlayStation Showcase next month. I don't think it's a state of play. If it's a big 40-minute state of play, that's fine. But a lot of people, when they see a PlayStation Showcase or like a PlayStation 5, themed PlayStation Showcase, event of some sort, right? I forgot what they call it, the PlayStation 5, PS5 thing, like the future of PlayStation 5 or something. I forget what it's called, but you guys know what. Right? It showed off all the games that's coming up for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and we all got hyped. In 2021, that was like a banger. But now, granted, Ghost of Tsushima 2 has been bringing up a little bit more, hype, rumor, and stuff like that. And I think that's coming. I think this one of the games is coming, not this year. Sony says something about there's not going to be any games to start 2025, but doesn't mean there's no games in 2025. I'm also hearing that there could be another Astro Bot game that's going to be launching later on this year, because Astro Bot games don't take too long to develop. I mean, it takes a while, but it's not that, demanding of a game of like voice actors and stuff like that. Like, they don't have to spend the time to do all that, right? They don't have to. So we got that coming. Ghost of Tsushima 2, like I said, Insomniac Games, possibly seeing Spider-Man 2 DLC, like story DLCs and stuff like that. We haven't seen anything on that lately. New Games Plus did launch. I haven't got around to play it yet. But a lot of people loved it so far. It had a little bit of bug in it, but I think it got fixed. Naughty Dog is going to be there with some stuff. So we got some stuff, and they said yes and more. So I'm thinking we're going to see some from Santa Monica. I mean, granted, it's been 2 years, almost 2 years since God of War Ragnarok came out. And then Cory Barlog has been working on a working on a game since 2021 when he first told us that. So it's been like 3 years, right? It's been almost 3 years since he last talked about it. And he couldn't say, yeah, I know you guys would love me to spill the beans, right? And I can't, not at this moment. There's a lot of games in the works that Sony for a while there had trailers for. A lot of insiders that got to look, first peek at these trailers and stuff behind the scenes. It's like, wait, these games are in the works, but you haven't shown anything off yet? Like, huh? I know what you guys gonna say. A lot of you guys say, whoa. Why are we trusting insiders? Because they just say stuff, right? Yes, some of them are reliable, some of them are not, some are 50-50. But I think PlayStation Studio has a lot of IPs in the works, right? They told us that they have like 25 IPs in the works since like 2020, right? Half of them are remakes, remasters, remakes, or sequels. The other half are brand new IPs. Santa Monica, working on a brand new IP. You got Bluepoint working on some kind of IP. You got Ben Studio working on a new IP. You got Insomniac Games working on games that got leaked because of that stupid ransomware. Ghost of Tsushima 2 was, where all the hiring pages said you gotta understand the history of Tsushima. You gotta understand like the game, gotta understand. I have played Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, yeah, it's not for the DLC. It's for Ghost of Tsushima 2. That's been in the works probably for 2-3 years, at least, or 4 years. So it doesn't take a big team to do a DLC like Iki Island, right? So that's next month, and more people are talking about it, including Jeff Grubb, everybody said, well, he just makes predictions and he'll get it right eventually. Well, the last 2 years, he's been getting like the state of plays right. He got the PlayStation Studio, PlayStation Showcase right last year. He also got like the latest state of play, but the one before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. He got that one right. I know he's more in the Xbox coverage of Insider, but he does keep tabs on PlayStation. He does keep tabs on other, companies that he has inside people that tells him things, and a lot of times now recently he's been pretty reliable. So when he says, yeah, I've been seeing some stuff, I've been hearing some stuff that, yeah, next month there's an event coming, there's State of Play, a PlayStation Showcase. Sony did it the last couple of years. I think 2022 they had like a State of Play, right? I think around summertime. 2023 they had a PlayStation Showcase, which a lot of people wasn't happy, right? Because they didn't have hardly any first party in there. I was kind of bummed out a little. But it's time. PlayStation's got a new leader now. They got the CEO of Sony, or not CEO, but he might be a COO, COE. I don't know who he is. I know he's a chief operating officer of Sony, right? He's taking over temporarily for PlayStation until they fill the role of what Jim Ryan left, right? And so we got that going on. But they know that they gotta have some kind of roadmap, right? That's the key I'm working for. It's the roadmap for what's going on, what's gonna happen, right? So, and PlayStation 5 sales have gone down a little bit. Like Sony had to readjust like their goals from like 25 million to like 21 million a year because they're not reaching those goals. Why? Because a lot of people that bought a PlayStation 5 bought it to play the PlayStation Studio games. And yes, we get a couple here and there. Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok are not PlayStation 5 only titles, right? We got Spider-Man 2, we got The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster, which it's got a lot of controversial, like why do we need it? It doesn't look different. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna go around to it, right? We have Final Fantasy, we have like some third-party, second-party games like Stellar Blade, that's a PlayStation 5 only, I think. We got Concord is supposed to be out this year. We got Metal Gear Solid is coming out. That's going to be on multiple platforms. But we got Death Stranding 2 in 2025. That's a PlayStation 5 title. And I know GTA 6 is going to help sell PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series and all that, but we're not here for that. But the PlayStation Showcase is apparently going to happen next month. I'm hyped for it. I'm excited. But I'm also in the back of my mind is like, I'm just going to wait until it's official, right? And I'm excited. I can't wait for, if it doesn't truly happen and we get the games that's going to be on there, right? From a lot of the studios. This could be one of the biggest, greatest PlayStation Showcase we had in quite a while. And it's time. PlayStation is at a point now where you're relying a lot of your time deals, a lot of your deals you have made with third party and second party. But I can feel it. I feel it from the other fans too. A lot of PlayStation owners that, sure, we got a lot of games to play, but we bought a PS5 for what? To see what Sony has to offer. Where's the next big budget games, guys? This is where we're at now. Spider-Man 2 was phenomenal. It's my game of the year last year. But it's time, right? What is the other studios working on? So with that said, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the PlayStation Showcase stuff. Are you guys hyped for it? Are you guys excited? Or you just say, oh man, not another rumor by Jeff Grubb. Apparently he's been right the last year and a half of events. So anyways, love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to start making more content. I do have some plans for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I know you guys are probably wondering, where in the hell have you been? Why have you made any content on Rebirth? Well, if you guys watched my last video, I had some controversial about how I feel about the ending. You know, the game was a phenomenal game. It blew my mind every time. I'm watching through Maximum Dude's playthrough, so shout out to him. I'm like reliving everything I just experienced in the last month. And that game means a lot to my heart. And I'll have another video about Final Fantasy Rebirth probably tomorrow or something. I'll talk about how I feel about it now that I did before, and my plans for the game, right? Because a lot of you guys have probably asked me about, am I going to cover like Final Fantasy IX Remake and stuff. So anyways, enough chit chat. I'm going to end this video here before I go on too much further. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments below about the PlayStation Showcase. Like you guys are saying, finally, we're getting a massive showcase or state of play that's going to show off some games that are coming up in 2025 and beyond, because it is time, PlayStation. It is time. I'm J19 and back to making content. I feel so much better. I feel so much more motivated. So thank you guys for being patient with me. Feel free to share this video with a friend, others who are interested, and let's grow this channel. The more love you guys show me, the more support, the more it motivates me to keep making these videos such as these. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.